Previously on After the Bid.
Put my life at risk every single day going to work. One of my customers was shot and killed in my restaurant.
Was inmate number 1529341. The 1,529,341st victim of the state.
Time I get to put on a belt, in a long time, because they got rid of belts a long time ago, because dudes used to put locks on them.
Falling into platform of institutionalism that you might find with some people, and to some degree I can't knock that, because some people are not going home.
If you can have a second chance at life, would you finally get things right? Would you do all that it takes to undo all the past mistakes? Would you take the time to learn everything that you never knew? Would you do all the things that you never had courage to do? There are many things in my life that I would like to change. I have a lot of regrets and mistakes that I've made. There are opportunities that I have taken, too many wrong choices that I have made. I wish that I could right all my wrongs and find the places where I truly belong. I want a second chance at life. I am gonna live it the best way.
The number system. I'm this number for a reason, Just thinking about reality in that sense of numbers, it's crazy. The lower you go, the more you know that person has been incarcerated. The higher you go, the less you know that person has been incarcerated. And so, identifying each other with numbers is an interesting thing that occurs inside of prison, simply because some people just don't identify each other by the number that's given to them, but by the number of years that they are experiencing in prison. Some people cradle on that idea so personally, it's ridiculous. Some people say, I've been locked up 15 years, 5 months, 3 days, 5 hours, 3 minutes, 1.1 second. I don't rock on the idealism of number like that, because I'm not personally involved to the system of incarceration like that. I'm invested too much time in thinking about the reality of my situation. That can be dangerous, because you become overwhelmed, you start stressing, thinking, man, you don't need that there. You need to focus on what you need to do to get past that.
Coming up next on After the Bid.
I'm going home soon, and I mean real soon.
Everybody really is in the form of getting pacified when they get out. So I was holding on to the little handrail. I got the seatbelt. I can pull that boy a little more tighter. It's already tight around here. I can strapped up just in case.
One of the biggest struggles for me is going to be in the pride level. When you get out, when we was out, we was on a certain level because we was doing certain things, and now we're coming out with a new mind, a new attitude, and everything just not gonna be.
Talks about, I'm gonna do this, and well, it's gonna be hard like this. It's all great, but one of the things in my reality that I know, and some people might not know entirely like I know, is that I'm going home soon, and I mean real soon. And so probably within a week I'll be back out into society, and I get to experience my reality. I get to put together, matter of fact, I get to apply what I've put together for 10 years. I've been doing me for a long time, so I honestly know that it will be struggles there, but I've been preparing myself so long to actually just apply and not get that opportunity to do it for my reality.
You know what I'm saying? That's like my whole thing with everybody. You gotta be realistic. Like when I talk to them, that's the small, what are you gonna do? A lot of people get under the expression that they just talking about buy them a car. Get a nice apartment and get a good job. Somebody got to do, everybody really is in the form of getting pacified when they get out. So when I hear them type of stories, like, man, that's gonna hurt our relationship, bro, because
you're not living in the real world.
Your pride is so to the point where if you're not there, we can't kick it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not where you say you're, then you're not really trying to bond with me. That throw me out. My driving license issue is probably the biggest obstacle that I have. I talked to the lady, the receptionist, and she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be here between this time and come in and fill out your paperwork and pay your money, and we're gonna get it all settled out." So, all right. I was planning on riding the bus, which I was pretty comfortable with. Like, I don't have a ego or feel kind of ashamed to ride the bus because, hey, if that's my only means of transportation right now, I'm gonna take it. I had talked to Shin, I say the night before, and he was like he wasn't doing nothing. If he wanted me to, he can take me. So I was like, all right, that'll work. Your car broke my cell phone thing.
Do what? My car broke it. You mean you broke it?
Well, that's like $25 down the drain.
That's cold, man.
I don't know. This still good.
Gotta be able to super glue or something.
You know how that super glue is, man.
Yeah, it'll work though.
What's that?
Oh, it's a fuzz buster. Radar detector.
Oh, you got a radar. You be speeding up in this.
Yeah, I gotta get someplace or something.
Yeah. When you first get out of prison or jail or anything, you've been locked up, it takes a toll on you because it's something new and you ain't used to it. And Shin, he come out the parking lot, hooking slides, going up like, man, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, man, you driving kind of fast. So at the same time, I got this mindset, well, all right, as long as we doing speed limit and doing all this, so I'm looking at the speedometer and I'm looking at him, I'm looking at the road sign. First, you speeding and doing all this, I ain't trying to get stopped because, you know, I'm trying to stay on the right path. And you doing this driving like you, what's that, the transporter or something. So I was holding on the little handrail, I got the seatbelt, I can pull that boy a little more tighter, you know, it's already tight around here. I done strapped up just in case. You one of them crazy drivers, is you?
It's to be determined. No, I'm not really.
I hate driving with my girl, man. She
She out there?
You know, driving real fast and pump the brakes. She'll get to before she get to the light, she'll start braking right here.
Oh no.
I always tell her, you can't drive with me like that. Right. I already have a few cars I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get no slab.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to get something real. Of course, it's gonna be something nice. But yeah, reliable.
Yeah.
Right now, I ain't got too many options where I can go because I ain't just free yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a few options. I say by the beginning of the year, income tax time.
Yeah.
I should have my car and my place. You want to kill you.
206.
No, 207.
209.
205 right there. It should be on this wall there. To the place and we get there, we knock on the door, nobody's there, nobody. So I'm looking at the time, I'm like, I know I ain't late, I know I ain't early. This is the time that they scheduled me to be here. Nobody answered. So I'm like, man, This is the same. This is the runarounds and the drama that I gotta go through just to get my stuff straight. Hey, how you doing, sir? I was given this number and address. I'm at the office right now. What's that? 2990 Richmond Avenue, Suite 207. They give me the runarounds. I call one place. I call the DPS office, and they'll tell me, "Well, you got to do this." All right. I go there, find out all the information, go do it, go try to take my driving license, and then you got to do this else. And I'm like, okay. I go do that, do the little class, the drug substance abuse class. I go do that class, pay $130-some, finalize the class. I come back. Oh yeah, then you gotta mail it off and do it. I'm like, hold on. In my mind, I'm thinking like, why don't you just tell me everything I gotta do one time so I can go and get it out the way? The dude answered the phone. He said he's just the answering service. I don't know. He said he don't know where they at. It's some crazy stuff, man.
Coming up next on After the Bid.
If he wants to play dirty in court and try to throw my past in my face and stuff, I'm gonna issue that DNA test. We're gonna do a DNA test and say, how can Chloe's biological father not have rights? He deserves rights. He's a biological father.
I started talking to my sister when I found out she was diagnosed with cancer.
My feelings were hurt. Like, I thought we were better friends than that. Like, he gave me a place to stay when I first got out of SAP. I thought everything was cool. We were hanging out together, doing coffee shots, going to Starbucks. You even nice enough to hook me up with a job with Sam. You paid it forward, as they teach us in SAP. Mm-hmm. And then, I left because, I wanted to be with my husband and everything, but shit happened and he had to go back to Louisiana. I called you. You said I could come over 15 minutes before I get there. Oh, no, you can't come here.
To my house.
To your house. And then you're like,
yeah.
But then you said, okay, well, I'm going to set you up with Mike.
Okay.
Which is?
What?
That's your baby's daddy, right?
That's my baby's daddy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. And you said just kind of help him out or whatever. And I thought like helping out was like...
But he claimed you didn't help out for nothing. He said you didn't help him pay for no rent. You ate all the food. You wasn't trying to do nothing.
And you should have known better than that because I didn't do that to you.
No, but I'm just saying I didn't want to cause drama in court because I'm going through custody battle and for him to use that against me.
Right, I understand, but as you and I being friends, I told you I wouldn't do nothing and you should have trusted me and you didn't. And so you let Mike... fill your head with all kind of shit.
Because that's what he does. He brainwashes me. He brainwashes my daughter. My daughter doesn't even want to be with me because he brainwashes her so much.
Y'all were trying to put me in the middle, but I told you from the get-go, that's an innocent child. I don't play that.
I know.
And it's like he threw a bunch of shit up against the wall and you believed him to whatever stuck.
Because I was scared about Chloe.
Okay, you know what? If that's really how you feel, then, I can accept that.
Sometimes I just want to give up.
And and I tell you, don't give up.
I know, but it's hard because I feel like I'm going to fail in court, and I feel like
let go and let God. I told you this.
I know, but it's hard. If he wants to play dirty in court and try to throw my past in my face and stuff, I'm going to issue that DNA test. We're going to do a DNA test and say, how can Chloe's biological father not have rights? He deserves rights. He's a biological father.
You did ask me, has he tried to have sex with you? And I didn't want to tell you at first. But then, like, when you came to try to get another job here again, you know.
You told me.
Yeah,
he trying to grab you and touch you?
He slapped me on the ass and grabbed my tit, and that wasn't all cool. And then that's when all that crap went down.
Yeah. That's when it happened.
Yeah.
Because Mike's like, she can't stay here no more, and she's not helping out.
Because he wasn't going to get what he wanted out of the relationship.
I know.
I had the money. I told you I had the money.
I already know, but I'm not tripping about that. But it's worth it. Because I got you.
I'm sorry.
Love you.
Love you. I am my sister's keeper.
I am my sister's keeper. You got that right.
So how you still feeling about the loss of your mom?
I had closure, but still my mom's still, always there. But I've gotten some closure. I've gotten close to my family. My sister just got diagnosed with cancer. She's 29. It's supposed to spread all throughout her body. And I couldn't deal with that. After losing my mom and losing my sister, that was like my best friend, and I haven't had contact in over 2 years. Like, that brought my family back together. And that was
the one in Columbus.
Yeah. That was a godsend. Because now her cancer is it's not fatal, but it's a tumor. They had to remove a tumor. So hopefully everything's okay. But we've been having everybody pray, and prayer works. So yeah, I know God is faithful.
I haven't talked to my sister in over 2 years because when I was in my addiction, I wanted to get away, so I went to her house, and I was getting high in her room, and she walked in, and she was like, I'm going to go to the store, and she told me to get rid of the drugs. I was like, I'm not getting rid of them. When I'm finished with them, then I'll get rid of them. So she said she was going to go to the store, so she came back, and here comes the cops in the room. I was like, really? Seriously? I come out with 5 years of probation, $5,000 of fines, 400 hours community service, IVR. I had to call into the system every day to do a random UA. I had to report every 2 weeks. It was all kinds of stuff. And the whole time I was locked up, I didn't get any letters. I didn't get any mail, no commissary, no nothing. When I got out, she didn't help pay my fines like she said she would. She didn't help me with nothing. So I had a lot of anger, and I didn't want to have anything to do with her. I just recently started talking to my sister when I found out she was diagnosed with cancer. We talk. Sometimes it's hard because I have a lot of anger inside me still, but I feel like her having cancer has definitely brought me and my other sisters back together as a whole family. All three of my sisters ganged up on me one time. I was not sober. I was going through my addiction. And I was with one of my ex-boyfriends, and I passed out in the car because I had been up for days. And when I got to my sister's house, I woke up, and I realized that my daughter wasn't there. I started freaking out. I was like, where's Chloe? Where's Chloe? Where's Chloe? And they're like, you're not getting Chloe back. I was like, what do you mean? That's my daughter. They're like, you're not getting her back. We're calling CPS. I was like, oh, no. So I called her dad, and I told him, I was like, we're in a situation. We got to go get Chloe. So he came all the way, drove an hour really fast, went to CPS office, and my sister thought she was going to try to get custody of my daughter. And I told the people that this is what my sisters do. They're always contacting CPS, and I don't want my daughter to go with them. Give them to my baby's dad's family. So she was taken away for 7 months. So I have a lot of anger towards them, and I cut all of them out of my life for several years.
Coming up next on After the Bid.
I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna put a monkey suit on with the baby hanging out, my head hanging out there, because you're gonna stop and buy a bottle of water from me. I'm still her, that's where I come from. The things that we have inside of the program is groups. Inside of the groups, we have some type of bond. It's like a fraternity almost. And everybody constantly carries this big, strong, or even firm grasp around the group. It's real protective. Like, you're in my group, you're my brother, so I've grown with you for 18 months. So these are different people in different groups. So each group, I honestly feel, has its own vibe.
I'm talking about everybody want to have a normal life. A lot of people's life is going to be abnormal. Like, getting out here, like, I want to get to the, I want to do this, I want to do that with my family. I try to get a lot of them to understand that you lost it. You ain't going to have that. You just got to be out here, get a job, try to save some money so you establish that on. You 40-something when you get out here. You ain't wait, that's over with. You missed them days. Nah, I'm still healthy.
So what you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
When you get out?
When I get out, I'm gonna try to make something out of dirt.
What's starting from scratch?
From scratch?
What's starting from scratch?
Walking about what that is in Third Ward. Getting in the
They give, cause you know you gotta buy drawers.
He said, what you gonna do?
You gotta buy socks. You gotta buy, deodorant. You been to penitentiary before?
3 times.
So you know when you get out, man, them little things add up, man. Square business, toothpaste, deodorant, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I told dude, I said I'm gonna buy a case of water. You can buy a case of water. I want to get my peddler's license, my store vendor.
Mm-hmm.
I told Charles this, he made a joke about it, and he preached about it. Y'all probably heard him preach about it, but it's all good. 32 bottles of water. It costs $2.50, I believe, at Sam's Wholesale, something $2.50. Something like that, you know. So we just say $2.50. So you got 32 waters for $2.50. You can sell the waters for $1 a piece. You just made a $29 some profit. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna put a monkey suit on with the baby hanging out, my head hanging out there, cause you gonna stop and buy a bottle of water from me. They got dope fiends on the street corner selling ice cold water in the summertime. Do they not? My sister drive for Metro, and she said she stopped, she paid $2 for a bottle of water. I know one thing, people, they think people crazy, and if they see somebody they think crazy. If I put on a gorilla suit, or a costume, or Zorro suit, and I'm wild-eyed out there, you gonna stop and buy a bottle of water for me.
Gorilla suit, I would never do that in my life. I just think me as a person, I have so much more to offer than a gorilla suit. I mean, I think at that point you should ask yourself honestly, you know, how much you are valued as a person and how much you value yourself as a person to do something in this life other than just selling water with a gorilla suit. I mean, you have so much more. You have so much more to offer than just that. It's so many different opportunities out there.
I've been in the penitentiary 19-some years wearing a gorilla suit, working in the heat for free, in the fields, in the cotton. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not something I'm gonna do all my life, but that's something that I can do to develop a cash flow to where I can do something. It's a sacrifice, baby.
And what you saying what you saying can work. I'm asking you, you've gone 19 years right now, right?
19 years, 8 months, no, 19 years, 9 months.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay. When you get out, what you can do is good at events. I'm talking about during the week up until them events roll around. What you do?
I can do it at night. When you used to drink, you look like a drinker. Yeah. When you used to drink, you come out the club, you thirsty. Alcohol make you thirsty. Got some bottled water, baby. I'm still a hug. That's where I come from. I come from the streets. I know how to get at you. Look out, Black Mike, man. You look familiar, man. I know you. Here you go. Something for you and your baby.
Good conversations with people who've been gone your time, and I want to help you understand it. There's a lot of stores out there now.
It is.
Hear me out. Yeah. To where clubs you walk out of, your thinking has already been thought. So your plan is going to be already been executed right today. It's already been executed.
I'm cool with it.
With the gorilla suit on, late night in front of certain clubs in Houston, clubs period. I'm not a good idea.
I ain't gonna wear the gorilla suit then. I'm not gonna have to.
Gorilla suits and alcohol don't mix.
Once I get on the scene, I'm gonna push that water like it's work. Because it's getting me something. I'm going somewhere. This is not a life dream or something, but this is me doing it on my own. I can take $100 worth, let's say under $500, I can get my license and I can start moving towards something to build a cash flow so I can do what I want to do. You see what I'm saying? Okay. I stayed on the block and I sold rocks, man, and look where it got me right here. You know what I'm saying? But I can take some water and I can do something positive with it. I guarantee you I can do that.
On the next episode of After the Bit.
How long you did?
27.
I'm 28.
You said it's gonna be hard. Why you say it's gonna be hard in free work for individual? Why you say it's gonna be hard?
It's control of the environment.
You should know what struggles in here. It's hard.
My room sleeping and I had a bad nightmare. And I was crying out for my mom and my cousin came in the room. She's like, your mom's not here. I was like, well, where's my mom?
This is real talk from the heart. How many times have you struggled just to take care of your mother and your sister doing bad like your brother. Just to stay above the water, you hustle. How many times have you missed sleep? Cause you refuse to accept defeat. Trying to get it to get back on your feet. Keep pushing, never let your knees buckle. I got my feet on the ground, in my head in the sky. And just to get around, I feel I got